Julie said Infinite Modesty Design. So the journey continues. So who we are? We are a Toronto Sewing and Fashion Studio, and our goal, our desire is to teach you the art of sewing, and currently we do it online. Now, I am so excited for this journey, of course, that I'm here with you again. Now, I have been sewing, because like I said, I've been sewing for my advanced students. I've been sewing because I want to build my, I have to ensure that I put enough video there when I launch my different projects and stuff like that. So I have been sewing. Now, I have not been keeping up with my 4:30, as I once said. I of course have been keeping up with my prayers and all that, because I'm telling you guys, without the strength of the Lord, I don't know where I would be. But anyway, why I have not been keeping up with my 4:30, like a month, I think Monday, Tuesday, by Wednesday, I think I'd stay up late in the night or something like that, because I stay up late to sort of do my work. So because of that itself, it kind of put me a lot, because if you stay up late in the night, you went to bed like 2:30, 3:30, after you do your work. Usually once I do my work, I'll pray after and I'll go to bed, whatever, right? And then sometimes it's kind of hard to get up 4:30 after you went to bed like 2:30, something like that. So I have not been keeping up with that, but I have been trying my best to keep up with my regular prayer, of course. Well, prayer is like a norm to me, so I won't say I try to keep up. That is a norm to me, but trying to keep up with them, even though I don't wake up at 4:30, I'll still try to do the video today. Most of the time I may have to voice over, because my kids is, there's a lot of noise in the background, so I'll have to record and do voice over. So that's what I'll be doing actually right now after I've done this video. But guys, this week was so interesting, I'm telling you. I mentioned earlier that my Facebook account was hacked. It was a big issue. It was so big that there's a lot of investigation. There was a one time they opened it up, and then they realized they still have more investigation. I don't know if the person who hacked my account did so many craziness, but anyway, it is what it is. Then the funny thing is that I have an event going on. It was last week. It was a 5-day event. It was my first time doing the event in a video, and I loved it. I loved it in the sense that, I put the video out there once a day. My students do the work. And then in the evening, we came on Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Zoom and talk about the event. And, there was a lot of participants. And the great thing, guys, is, like I mentioned, needle and thread, do it. Some people came and they did it with needle and thread. And I was so blessed to see that. Because I'm the person is like, you really want to learn the art of sewing, just start. Don't wait until I have a machine, I have a serger, I have a studio, just start. Needle and thread, you're fine. You see what I'm saying? So it was such a blessing. The event was so good. But listen, the funny thing, in the event, I told myself, Monday, no, every day I would come up on Facebook to kind of encourage. So I did it Monday, I did it Tuesday, just to say, the event is on, take part, needle and thread. That was just sort of my encouragement. Then Wednesday, I prepped myself, like I came here, prepped myself, have my little project ready to go to kind of, to ready for my live. So I went, because right now I'm actually using my spouse itself platform to do the live. So I connect, and then I'm ready to go live. So then I said, okay, you know what, before I go live, let me just copy the link and I share it on my Facebook page, right? But I didn't go live as yet. Just before I go live, girl, ladies and gentlemen, who said to do that? Who told me to do that? From the time I copy, because I thought it was normal, it was the link I would share anyway in my email, like it's okay, look at my past live, like look at the previous live. And I did it before, and from the time I did it, pop, Facebook like, we realized something suspicious with your account. Boom, we closed my husband's account. Thankfully, my husband and I is like this kind of, we like that. If something happened, like something strange happened, we don't get stressed, or I think because of prayer too. I think that's like a good one, because when my husband came one night to him, I said, baby, you know what, your account is locked. He said, oh, okay. He said, did you, I think he asked me, did I contact them? I said, yeah, stuff like that. And he was fine with that. Right? And that's just how he was. So when he came home and I told him, that's pretty much what it is, and and then I think before that, so before my husband come, actually I was Facebooking, I was replying to Facebook email. They asked me for the ID and stuff like that, and I sent him my husband ID and all that. And then eventually they send another email again that the ID you sent is not enough. Then they give me a reference of a list of IDs, and then I take marriage certificate, this, that, and I send it again. And then I got another email. So I think it was like there was a repeat email that was sent in out telling me, oh, the ID is not clear or something, and then I will send more IDs. I think I sent about 3 or 4 times. It wasn't easy, but like, oh my goodness, I hope there is fine this time. But then after I realized it was an automated system that was still keep on, because even the next day I get it after, you know, everything was clear. But anyway, just to move on itself. So after I done that, now the next day, now I check his Facebook, and then, you know, it kind of bring me to a process security. If you know this person, if you know this, if you know that, and then it's like, your account is unblocked. So that was the Wednesday, and the Thursday it was all fine. But you know, it was a journey to know that, you know what, I couldn't go to my messages, I couldn't go to anything. And the funny thing, like I mentioned, I am not on Facebook, my name is not on Facebook, but everything that I built on Facebook, like my groups, my page, my business page, my review, everything is there. So it actually showed me that don't depend on Facebook, you know what I mean? Just use Facebook as to the ability, but don't sit down and say, Facebook is down, oh, there's no business, oh, there's no, forget about that. You guys build your own, like I said, build your own Walmart, build your own this, build your own that, because let me tell you something. A lot of people could actually go frustrated with what happened. A lot of people could actually go ballistic. But the good thing is that I have my Lord and I have prayer. I didn't stress myself. Even though even now my personal account still having back, and stress is not even my portion. You know what I mean? Because I know the creator of all creators. I know the one that have my life, my business, my marriage, my everything in his hand. So my concern is just to consistently pray and ask the Lord for strength to continue. That's pretty much how I build my life, how I build my business. It's not to stress when this happens or stress. And I'm not saying people don't stress. I'm just saying for me personally, because before, long time before, I would have been stressing, oh, this, that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was that kind of person before. That's before I know the Lord Jesus Christ, or before I know him as a deep personal Lord and Savior, not just going to church, jump and wave. Because if I was just going to church, jump and wave, I would have been stressing like crazy. But because, you know, I devote my time to know him, and I think that is so important in business, in marriage, in life, in everything, right? So that's my journey itself. So I would be posting, of course, you know, the videos for my students itself, and also I am building my sewing membership site, because I'm the kind of person, I don't like to sew alone. I don't like to sew alone. I love sewing with friends. That's why I like to come on, let's connect on Zoom. So I'm building this membership site, and this membership site itself is where we sew projects, like, you know, we sew this nice projects, we sew all sort of different projects. And I'm the kind of person, I ain't just say, okay, come, let's just make dolly dress. No, I like to sew things that you could actually wear, that you could actually give as a gift, that, you know, those kind of things. That's what a membership is going to be all about. And then if you want me to coach you into making dresses and patterns, and that would be a different entity itself. But one of the greatest things I'll tell everyone, come to the event. The event would give you the opportunity to at least do those simple projects with needle and thread. Or if you have a machine and you have it for a while, you haven't been using it, it would definitely give you the opportunity to at least start on the machine. I get so many reviews. People say, you know what, I haven't been using the machine for a while. I'm so thankful for this event. You know, they was able to pull out the machine and they're loving it and they want to continue. And it's the same thing. I want to continue because I don't like sewing alone. I love sewing with friends. All right, so that was it for me this week. So I have been you know, I have to continue doing my recording, doing my videos, and I still want to record myself because it kind of gives me the encouragement. I've been trying my best to post on Facebook every day. I've been trying my best to do my writing, because, you know, it's when business, you always have to keep up. Your brains have to keep up. So I've been trying my business to at least write an email a day. I may not send it out that day, but I try to write enough to keep myself active, and of course do my other chores in the house, you know, husband, children, a house chore in general. It's not easy as a woman, but one thing I learned in business, if you really want it, you have to push yourself beyond that limit, but ensure that it is in the limit that the Lord could take you from point A to point B. So that's where I am. So thank you so much for those who are listening. I'll be so happy to hear your story. If you have a story, or if you actually want to learn the art of sewing and fashion, there is a link below. Join the ongoing event. It might be on active, meaning that we probably have the event, or probably we on waiting list. No problem. Just join. Definitely be on our list, and you will get information to our various different sewing opportunities. Again, my name is Jaleese. We are at Toronto Sewing and Fashion Studio, and this is Infinite Modesty Design. Take care, guys.